Hello, everybody, and welcome to Romanceful's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. It really is important that you do take whatever does resonate with you, and you simply leave the rest of it aside. So if you do have any questions, you would like to contact me, maybe for a reading, maybe it be for a question, doesn't really matter what the reason is. If you would like to contact me, you can find contact, list of readings, whatever it is that you desire right below into the YouTube description box. So please do not hesitate and please do contact me. It will be my great pleasure to assist you. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do take a brief moment of your time to click that subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it is always and greatly appreciated, and I do thank you so very much. So with no further ado, let's start this reading. I have 3 messages for you. These are messages from the mermaids, messages of love, of healing, and of protection. So take what's good, leave the rest aside. Our very first message is going to be about, look at that, falling in love, followed by the mirror, and we're going to conclude with dreams. So let's start this off with falling in love. So this is all about kissing the divine in another, or in yourself. So there may be no closer moment of connection, of utter merging with the divine, than the experience that we have called falling in love. It's so important that we do this. We allow ourselves to be overwhelmed and we just surrender to the bliss, but also to the possibility of pain, of betrayal, of disappointment, and I have to say, disillusionment. So, therefore, this is about urging you to fall in love, but to allow yourself to be real, to be honest, to be vulnerable, and to move on if this love becomes painful, unfulfilling, or continually kind of a compromise, if you will. Falling in love is a divine miracle, truly, but there are stereotypes about how it looks. The books with strange names like The Rules of Falling in Love, right? And the idea that gets attached to the person who has no idea what your hopes and what your dreams are. So, this is about, sometimes we could feel kind of a little bit foolish at, the way that we feel. This is about being true to yourself. It's falling in love with another and falling in love with your own honesty and your own vulnerability at the same time. It's kiss the bliss, test that nectar of love, and share that ecstasy. But also you need to experience the utter breakthrough of freedom and honesty. It may not come all at once, but little by little, let falling in love teach you the lessons that as you recognize the divine in another, well, so too must they recognize the divine that's within you. It must be mutual, and it must be a boon, not an instrument of torture or of some type of manipulation. This message is all about feeling powerful feelings of attraction for another. It's becoming overwhelmed with feelings and tenderness, almost to the point of feeling more for the other being than for food or drink or even breathing. Feeling powerful, attached to another, seeing that divine within them, and experiencing the divine within ourselves is extremely addictive. Now, the beginning of a powerful relationship which truly has magic within it, the recognition of soul within another, yet it is also wise to know yourself well and to be able to read your very own patterns. Okay? So, this is about seeking to communicate. It's about seeking to establish a close bond with another. It's feeling very akin to them. It's a dissolving of all those boundaries of self into a kind of one. It's a time of sweetness, of insecurity, of beauty, of excitement, of newness, of uncertainty. Perhaps a time when you're almost certainly very much alive and very much at the end of an ordinary life and approaching what we call insanity. So this is about the space before knowledge, when the idealization of the other is really at its height. This can also signify a desire for something that is sacred, that is deeply connective, that is soul forging and powerfully maybe even erotic. This is about everything that is exquisite, spiritual, and sensual. This is all about falling in love. Moving on over to your following message, we have over here the mirror. which is a beautiful message in itself. And this is about knowing yourself. It's about your self-examination. It is seeing who you really are. So let's speak about water here. We're speaking about mermaids. We're speaking about who we are, about emotions. It's all about the water. Water is a great mirror, and the darker it is, the clearer the reflections of the world around it is going to be. And so it is with life. The clear mirror that we can look into is going to show us who we appear to be. But the dark mirror, metaphorically, is when life or the sea or our feelings become darker, more complex, sad, thoughtful, deep, and at times very painful. But it is at these times that we can see who we truly are. For under duress, our true character can be observed, and sometimes we do not always like the truth of what we see into the dark mirror, but the mermaid can help us out with that, as she holds up a mirror, a magical one, that not only shows us our appearance, it shows all of ourselves, our sweetness, our hurts, our scars. In it we see what is hidden to the eye of the body, but known to the eyes of your beautiful soul. In dreams, these mirrors, they may appear, and in emotional times when we realize that we are still hurting, or that we have wounds that we have sought to cover up, there's no need to cover up or to camouflage your beautiful mirror, nor is it a right to judge the scars or even woundings, or the beauty and the glory. They simply are. And by seeing them clearly, especially into that dark mirror of the great Mother Ocean, we can also see who we are. While we swim into those clear waters, we can see the light and we can see the positive. But when we swim into those dark waters, we can truthfully see so much more of who we are. And we can make those changes, those adaptations, and come to accept the truth of who we are without seeking to adjust. We come to that self-love, that self-knowledge, that self-healing. Really, right now is a time to gently yet firmly see the truth about who you are, and to understand that you're not ugly, you're not lacking, but you're truthful, you're beautiful, you are wonder-lading voyage into this soul. It is time for you to be shown with what the eyes simply cannot see, but what the spirit has sensed. This may come through observations, loving words from friends who are truly able to see you, but from a stranger who notices something that too many overlook. Or it can come in a moment when you glimpse who you have become, your dreams, your visions, your flashes, your intuitions. Also, the mirrors at work with us at this time. Mirrors and who you appear to be is going to be coming up for you quite soon. You need to be sure to embrace that type of image, that perspective, whatever it is that you're going to be seeing. And this is going to be a beautiful ally for you. And the wonder and the healing is simply going to begin to unfold. And so let's move on over to your following message. This is all about dreams, and dreams are always quite intriguing. This is about vivid dreaming. It's dream messages. It is about dream teaching. Sometimes our dreams are more vivid than our waking life, and within them there is a great deal of freedom. There's exploration, there's symbolism, there is messages. And sometimes our dreams are our spirit calling out to us, wishing us to take heed of what the soul is speaking of, and asking us to live more in a mystic realm, where we can have that time alone, where we can create and dream into life our self-expression, and where we are very, very clearly being given those messages, but from the realm of the subconscious, the flowing, the watery, the underworld, the deep of our very heart's self. So the message coming to you here is that you need to go deeper into the world of the dream. It may be time to keep a dream journal, even spend just 5 minutes each morning meditating on your sleeping patterns, your sleeping life. Is it unlikely that your mind is going to give you a great deal of information that is going to be valuable for you? In time, there's going to be some details, some imagery, some poetry, some symbolism in your dream, and that is creative, it is flowing, it is imaginative, it is a surreal world that you're entering in whenever you go to sleep. You need to spend some time each morning or day just feeling that dream, and then just thinking about the meaning. Don't try to pin it down, or it's going to fly away. It might just be eluding you. Have long baths, warm showers prior to bedtime. Visualize yourself falling off to sleep, drifting off to sleep, and allow the waters of sleep to just take you and the mermaids of dreams to simply sing to you as you fall asleep and you try to remember your dreams. Keep yourself a journal. After a little while, you're going to get into the habit of remembering those dreams and they're going to start coming to you, and you're going to see just all of the beautiful messages that your soul, that the spirits are trying to give you. So that being said, this does conclude this reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it brought you some interesting messages. If you would like to contact me, please do so. All of my information is right below into the YouTube description box. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow with new messages. Many blessings to you.